So let's start out the day with a little bit of female logic. This is coming to us from Rolling Out. Skylar Diggins blasts WNBA after playing entire season pregnant. All 32 games, my goodness. That's Skylar Diggins right there. She's definitely a 35%. She's cute as hell. Skylar Diggins Smith, one of the marquee players for the WNBA, unloaded on her team and the league after she played pregnant for the entire 2018 season. Diggins Smith, the point guard for the Dallas Wings, spat fire on Twitter, saying she is angry for having no support from her own organization. She says no sympathy was shown for her or her post-pregnancy complications that caused her to miss the 2019 season. Having no support from your own organization is unfortunate. I want to call that a blast. Diggins Smith, 29, said she made no excuses and excelled while playing pregnant throughout the 2018 season and didn't tell a soul. Wait. So you played an entire season and didn't say anything to anybody? Like, you guys don't have physicals where that would come up? Because I can't help but feel that would come up in a physical, right? So you played an entire season without telling anybody, and now you're upset because, let's continue. She averaged 17.9 points and 6.2 assists a game. She even played well enough while pregnant to earn her fourth WNBA All-Star appearance, for what it's worth. I played the entire season pregnant last year, All-Star, and led league top 3 to 5 in minutes per game. Didn't tell a soul. Like I said, female logic. But when Diggins Smith gave birth in the offseason, she took 2 months off because she was beset with postpartum depression, a psychological ailment some new mothers experience. Okay, so yeah, that's the entirety of the here it is. Okay, so here, I was about to say, I thought that was the entirety of the article. Okay, Diggins Smith began the 2019 preseason as normal and was scheduled to play during the summer, but then failed to suit up this year. She claims that not only did she fail to get any support, but that she was criticized heavily by people within her professional orbit. People called me a quitter, said I gave up on my team, etc., etc., not knowing I took 2 full months away from everything because of postpartum depression, with limited resources to help me be successful mentally/physically. But just wait though, keep that same energy. I don't get what your problem is, Skylar Diggins, because you didn't tell anybody that you were pregnant initially, and maybe the postpartum is something that may have happened while you were playing, while you were sitting there physically exerting yourself at a time when women are not supposed to physically exert themselves. So to sit here and now place blame on the organization and, fans, I guess, I don't know. Like, honestly, you could have took the rest of your life off. No one would notice. But I'm saying is that, like, you sat there, physically exerted yourself for your craft, for ball, for hoop. And now that, people are wondering, like, you didn't tell anybody. And they're like, oh, well, shoot, what's your excuses? You played pregnant. You could play through postpartum depression. I don't know how dumb that sounds, but that would be a lot of people's mentality. Like, you played through a pregnancy. It's like Spider-Man Far From Home when he goes, yeah, you've been to space. What are you talking about? You just did something assumably way harder. Hopefully the kid's okay. Pundits are speculating that Diggins Smith, who is a free agent, may not return to Dallas next season after detonating the bridge with these inflammatory tweets. I'm not seeing the inflammation here. Diggins Smith did get support from her general manager, at least verbally, in an interview with the Dallas Morning News. In terms of Skylar, that situation remains the same. It's 100% up to Skylar. We're going to support her and her timeline, and when she says she's ready to go, we're going to welcome her back. Wings general manager Greg Bibb said back in the spring. Until she's ready to go, she needs to focus on getting herself healthy and getting her family situated and feeling good about all of that. That sounds insanely reasonable. Diggins Smith joins another former Dallas star, Liz Cambridge, who wrote in the Players Tribune that once former head coach Fred Williams was fired, I knew that my support there was gone. Cambridge was later traded to the Las Vegas Aces. Another Wings player, Ariel Powers, was traded to the Washington Mystics last year. Slammed Dallas after the Mystics won the WNBA championship last week. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you for trading me because I have a championship, and I don't think I would have gotten that with you, she told The Athletic. All right, so that is the Terry Schroeder, whatever. So here's the deal, Skylar Diggins. You didn't tell anybody that, let's go back to a picture because she's not unattractive. Okay, so you didn't tell anybody that you were pregnant, and when you pop up, for the next season and nobody knows, yeah, they're gonna be questioning what the hell is going on. It's a matter of perception. But you did yourself no favors by playing while pregnant. Like I said, I hope that kid's okay, because the thing that I've always gathered from pregnancy is that, hey, the lady's supposed to get off her feet, relax, chill, be as stressless as possible, particularly with the hormones going off and everything else like that. But that's not the route that you went. And I feel like it's a little disingenuous to come at your league, which shouldn't exist, and your fans, which all 15 of them, about anything that was said when you are the one that decided to hold that in and keep that a secret. So eat it, own it. But either ways, yeah, this is a female logic right here. This is like the epitome of female logic. Just, I'm pregnant. I'm going to sit here, play this game, and really, put myself in a position to have a more complicated time of it via my pregnancy, come out, have the kid, and end up with postpartum depression, which is a mental disorder. And then, when people are not as, when people who I can't help but feel more than likely didn't even know that that you purposely kept out of the loop when it came to this, they would have been like, yo, you didn't say anything. And if you don't say anything, then how are people supposed to know, right? But she didn't say anything because she knew that they'd have her sit out the season. But I mean, you want a family, right? This really is like the most. It really is a great illustration of the paradigm that that feminism has placed women in, where they're like, oh well, family or career, family or career, family or career. Well, when things like this happen, you can't sit here and be mad at the people who are in the stands rooting for you and your team when you withheld that type of information. At least that's my opinion. Let me know yours. That being said, we're going to bring all this to, this is all the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, yeah, go ahead, do that too. I ain't scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like, not the biggest fans. And speak. Let me know, what do you think in the comments? Should she have said something? Should she have even played pregnant? I mean, come on, man. You did everything wrong in the scenario, and now you want to be upset about the situation. I'm not feeling it. So let me know what you think, though. That's what my comment section is for. And until the next one.